which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, the Lord, if you didn't do what he said, he said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to curse you. In other words, I'm going to bring some evil on you. Let's look at some of the things that's what's going to happen. Keep reading.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
Wherever you at, I'm going to curse you. Go ahead and read.
Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
In other words, you will have nothing to eat. You won't have anything saved up. Go ahead and read.
Curse shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
Wherever you at, I'm going to curse you. You ain't going to run from me because I'm going to be right on you.
That's right.
You will not get away from me. I'm going to curse you wherever you at. If you're going to relieve yourself, I'm going to curse you there too.
That's right.
Go ahead and read.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do until thou be destroyed.
And that whatever you do, I'm going to curse you until I'm finished with you, until I destroy you. Go ahead.
And until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
And that is why I'm going to do it, because you have forsaken me. You have walked contrary to what I've told you to do. Skip on down to verse 25 and read some more.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
Go ahead.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
That is why we are here today. That's right. The Lord can't lie.
That's right.
People, we didn't migrate here. Everybody else migrated here. We the only one came over on the boat.
That's right.
And not on our own will. But he said he was going to put these curses on us. Right. Skip on down to verse 28 and read some more, man.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
And he hath done that to us. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
You just go up on any weekend or any day. Who is on the corner groping and moping around?
Israel.
You don't see no other nation but us doing
That's right. That's right.
Always groping. Ain't got nothing to do. Idling time. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
That's why I don't care what man come on the scene. He will not save you.
That's right.
He probably the Lord might allow him to make it a little easy for you. Right. But he will not save you. Ain't no man going to save you, because this is a divine curse, sisters and brothers. The white man did not do this to you. It was your God who did this to you, because you refused to do what he said. Skip on down to verse 32 and read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
And we know that happened in slavery. Here it is, we had children in slavery. Your master wanted to make some money or get something for it. He gave your child away, and all you could do was look at it and couldn't do nothing. If a brother couldn't stand to see it, he just said, forget it, kill me, I'm going out. Because that had to be a terrible feeling. I know if one of your children, somebody took your child right out of your bosom, it would hurt you to death. And you would long for them for a long time. Go ahead and read.
33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
And as we oppress, as a people, we are always oppressed. And we can't not get around this. But why did the Lord do this, sisters and brothers? Skip down to verse 48 and read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
And the reason he did that is, sisters and brothers, because you sinned against him. Now, let's go a little further. Let's go to Genesis 4th chapter. Because the Lord, he didn't just start cursing back then. The Lord started cursing from the beginning, didn't he?
That's right.
You seen what he did to Adam? But let's see what he did to Cain. Let's look at the two first boys born from woman. Let's look at Cain and Abel. Because the Lord, he was long-suffering back then too.
He was.
Let's go to Genesis 4, and we're going to pick it up at verse 1. Genesis 4 and 1. Genesis 4 and 1. You know, because when you sin against God, when you do wrong against God, hey, man, curses and evil going to come upon you. Genesis 4 and 1. Pick it up at verse 1, brother. Go ahead and read.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
Go ahead.
And she again bears brother Abel. And Abel was the keeper of sheep, but Cain was the tiller of the ground.
So you had one that dealt with vegetation, and then you had one that dealt with livestock.
Right.
You know, Abel, he dealt with the animals, and Cain, he dealt with the vegetation. Go ahead and read.
And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought up the fruit of the ground in offering unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
And Abel, he also brought up the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
So here he is. We got Abel. He brought his very best to the Lord. He said, here, Lord, here you go. And Cain, he probably just picked up some fruit and said, here, Lord, here go yours. Let me go on my way.
Right. Right.
Because the Lord, he wants you to bring your best before him. Go ahead and read.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen?
Now the Lord asked him, he said, man, why are you upset? Because I accepted, you know, it's just like when a brother, he walking upright before the Lord. And you see he serving the Lord with all his strength. You know, and you see that the Lord is doing well for him. But then here it is, you doing just enough to serve God, and he ain't accepting your offer. So now you're mad, and you're upset. Go ahead and read.
7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
And that's all the Lord wants you to do. If you do well, the Lord going to accept you. If you do your best to the Lord, he will accept you. Go ahead and read.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Because when you don't do well, you giving place for the devil.
That's right.
And hey, he is right there all the time just waiting for that crack. It's laying right there at the door waiting for you. That's why you got to have your spiritual eyes on all the time, sisters and brothers.
That's right.
Because if Satan catch you sleeping, he hungry. Right. Go ahead and read.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Go ahead.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Why did he kill him? He was all right as long as he didn't do no wrong. But sin was lying at the door. So what he had some animosity, so he took Cain. Hey, come on, brother. Cain took Abel. Come on, man. Let me talk with you. And killed him.
That's right. Killed us.
Now you done did it. Now you done broke the rule. You done broke my king. You went all the way to the left. Right. Now there's consequences with this. Go ahead and read.
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Now you know the Lord know everything. He just wanted to hear from him. Hey, man, where your brother at? And this, so Cain gonna get back. What? Am I my brother's keeper? Am I supposed to keep an eye on him? Watch what the Lord say to him. Go ahead and read.
And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Go ahead.
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
And the Lord said, you know, for that, you're going to be cursed from the earth. Go ahead and read.
Which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it should not henceforth yield unto
I don't care what seed you plant, it ain't going to yield forth nothing. It's like you're putting your money in a bucket with a hole in it.
Right.
It ain't going to bring forth nothing. Go ahead and read.
It shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
And for that, you're going to be a beggar. You know what a vagabond is? You are good for nothing. All you do is go around all day begging. You do not have no place to settle. You go here. Can I get this? Right. Can I get that? People hate to see you coming. Right. Oh, here comes this vagabond again, man. Lock the door. Don't answer. You know it's brothers like that today. You see them walking down. Oh, man, there you go. Let me go in the house. Right. Go ahead and read.
13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
And he said, that punishment is greater than I can bear. Here it is. You won't allow me to grow no food. And you're going to make me a vagabond. You mean to tell me I got to go from town to town begging? That is a hard thing to bear, sisters and brothers. That is very hard. Go ahead and read.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
Because that's what a brother like that make you want to do.